Hello and welcome to our English lesson for today, where we will be learning about chunks. What are chunks? They are groups of words that can be found together in the English language. They can be words that always go together, such as fixed collocations, or that commonly do, such as certain grammatical structures that follow rules. A listener or reader uses their knowledge of chunks to help them predict meaning and therefore be able to process language in real time. Chunks include lexical phrases, set phrases, and fixed phrases. The simple way to think about this is groups of words that will always go together. Let's look at some examples. I'd like. I'd like. I'd like. This would be the shorter version of I would like. I'd like. I should have. I should have. I should have. This is a shorter version of I should have. I should have. I would have. I would have. I would have. This means I would have. I would have. Can you? Can you? Can you? This is usually used when asking a question and asking if someone is able to help with something. I want to. 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 I didn't 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 want to. I wanted 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 to. I can. I can. I can. I can. I can. I can. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. On the other hand, on the other hand. On the other hand, on the other hand. On the other hand, on the other hand. A lot of. 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 At the moment. 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 You know. You know. You know. You know. You know. You know. You see. You see. You see. You see. You see. You see. I mean. I mean. I mean. I mean. I mean. I mean. You know what I mean? 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 I know what you're saying. 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 And that kind of thing. 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 Having said that. 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 As a result. 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 First of all. 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 I don't know if. 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 You know the. 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 So these were some examples of chunks used in the English language. If you get familiar with these chunks, you will be able to improve your fluency in your conversational and written English. Hello and welcome to today's lesson where we will learn about weak forms. These words have no stress and so they are weakened. That weakened form is called weak form as opposed to a strong form, which is the full form of the word pronounced with stress. The strong form only happens when we pronounce the words alone or when we emphasize them. Weak forms are very often pronounced with the schwa type of sound, and so are very weak and sometimes a bit difficult to hear properly. Let's go over some examples. First example, and. Fish and chips. To say this naturally, you wouldn't say fish and chips, but you would change it to fish and chips. Fish and chips. Fish and chips. Fish and chips. Second example, a chair and a table. You would say this, a chair and a table. 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 Third example, can. She can speak Spanish better than I can. The first can is the weak form. The second can is the full form. Fourth example, of. A pint of beer. A pint of beer. A pint of beer. A pint of beer. That's the last of the wine. 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 Fifth example, have. Have you finished? Have you finished? Have you finished? Have you finished? This have is weak. Let's go up to another one. Yes, I have. This have is full. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Sixth example, should. Well, you should have told me. Both should and have are weak here. You should have told me. Sometimes weak forms are easy to spot because we use contractions in the spelling to show it. Some examples, I am French. This is the strong form. I'm French. This is the weak form. But usually there is no change of spelling, only the pronunciation is different. An example is the word but. But, the strong form, but. The weak form, but. But. Another example. Tell him to go. The strong forms, him to. The weak form, tell him to go. Tell him to go. As you can see, the grammatical words him and to are unstressed and have a weak form when pronounced inside a sentence. Let's go with another example. I would like some fish and chips. Strong form, I would like some fish and chips. This version sounds unnatural and, believe it or not, more difficult to understand for a native speaker. Now let's go with the weak forms. I would like some fish and chips. And we can use weaker forms sometimes. Example, I'd like some fish and chips. I'd like some fish and chips. So we can see that the auxiliary verb would has two weak forms, would and d. That's the lesson for today on weak forms. I hope you have learned a lot and that you enjoyed it. Bye!